What's up, guys? It's me, Awesome Daya, right here, and I'm here to recap the Blazers versus Warriors series, which the Warriors won 4-0. Um, and this was not a really interesting series, to my opinion. I thought that the Warriors were going to win this easily. I thought that, and everybody else thought that, except for Damian Lillard, who said that the Blazers were going to win in six. But players got to say you got to love their team. We can't hate their team or anything, but whatever. I'm not. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this Blazers versus Warriors series. Let's start with the Portland Trailblazers and my issues with them. And I think it should be very, very clear to you guys is that they're not a very good defensive team at all. Not terrible. They're not defensive minded. There's no defensive players on this team. There's really none. And Yusuf Nurkic is not a defensive player, so I don't know what they're doing, but you can't win anything with no defense. Besides that note, Damian Lillard, the best player on the Blazers, did not have a really good series in my opinion. I know every single every single game in the series he had 30 points. I know, but uh, I just thought I either that he didn't have a good series or it wasn't enough. It's kind of like both. I don't know. He couldn't guard Steph Curry, and he just couldn't score enough points. CJ McCollum had a good game one, but he declined after that, which I thought that was unfortunate. And there in game one, there was none of the Blazers players that could help Dame and CJ McCollum, and none of the Portland Trailblazers players couldn't help Dame and CJ McCollum in the series. When Dame and CJ McCollum doesn't have a good series, you have to step up big time. But they didn't. That's why they got swept. And this was ugly for the Blazers, for Blazers fans. I know what you're watching. This was ugly, and I know Yusuf Nurkic was out, and that was a huge piece. But I thought when he was playing, I thought that they were going to lose the series anyway. They probably would have won in five because before this, I had them winning, and I had the Warriors winning in five, but instead it became a sweep. So going forward, I guess you really need defensive players. You do really need defensive players. Yusuf Nurkic is not a defensive player. You need some defensive players like right now because we all know he could play offense and he could score. And also Dame and CJ needs to step up. I know they're great players, but I think they just need to step up a little bit more if they're gonna be a championship or if they want to go far in the playoffs. I think they need to step up. Basically, the whole team needs to step up, and I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. I don't think they don't have the pieces together, and they have no defense, which is a problem for Portland. But we will see. Now let's go to the Warriors. A lot to talk about. Kevin Durant did not play in Game 2 and Game 3, but it wouldn't matter because the Warriors won it anyways. But Steve Kerr did not coach in Game 3 nor Game 4, and they still were able to get the win. So you gotta really look at this Warriors team. Is that are they unbeatable? Like, can someone stop them? Because whenever something happens, it starts to be good. Unless if it affects them big time. But I don't know, bro. I think the Warriors had a really good series, of course. Stephen Curry found his groove a little bit, and he had a good series. Kevin Durant these past two games had a good series. And that's what the Warriors needed to do. Clay and Draymond and JaVale McGee, the surprise player in this series, had a very well season, a very good series, which was is surprising to me. I don't know about you guys, but he had a very good series. Very impressed with JaVale McGee. And this Warriors bench looks to come together. Now I know Matt Barnes and Sean Livingston's out, and Kevin Durant still banged up as Steve Kerr has that illness. So it's gonna be very interesting going forward. They versed the winner of the Clippers and Jazz series, which that series is tied 2-2. So it's gonna be very interesting because you really need Steve Kerr for both of those teams because those are really good teams. And I think the Jazz are better than the Clippers, and I think you really need Steve Kerr for that. But you really need Steve Kerr, and you really need the big four, and because you already got the pieces together, you need the big four to stay healthy, and then you're able to go far in the playoffs, possibly win the 2017 NBA championship. And yeah, I think that's all I got through. I mean, this series wasn't impressive at all. We all know that the Warriors were going to win it. I thought the Warriors were going to win it in five, but their big man could stay healthy, and no one did really step up for the Blazers. Instead, they lose by 4. Game 4 was not good at all for the Blazers. They gave up 45 points. 45 points in the first quarter. That's embarrassing. That is very embarrassing. That's just a shameful, embarrassing, humiliating, and they got sweep. Just bad for the Blazers. I don't know, being the playoffs was a good idea for them, but oh well. Now the Warriors move on. They get a 7-day rest. They versus the winner of the Clippers versus Jazz, which shall be interesting. And yeah, and that's all I have. Leave a comment of what you think. Subscribe to my channel. Leave a like. And yeah, and I'll see you guys later. I'll come back later. I don't know when, so I could do my NFL mock draft. So stay in tune for that. And yeah, I like you guys. I like making these videos for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy. Peace. I am out, and I'm out.